Here's some fantastic news. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, perhaps the city in the world needing it the least, just got a new kick-ass beach. Flamengo just went from a polluted bay to the locals' new favorite. Is this the new Copacabana?
Eu gostei bastante do mar.
Eu gostei da caipirinha. Muito boa.
Cheers!
Second place.
Not messing around, this is now one of Rio's best beaches. Just look at that.
Bem-vindo ao Brasil!
This is Flamingo Beach. Yeah, I see this may be a bit confusing. Let's take it from the top.
Welcome to beautiful Rio de Janeiro. And today, guys, we got ourselves a brand new beach.
Well, more or less at least.
Or rather, it's an old beach that is now finally clean enough to use again.
The story goes a little like this. Just north of Copacabana, you got Botafogo Beach. 100 years back, this was Rio's most fashionable area, until the water got ruined by sewage, industrial pollution, and rubbish. Same for the beach just north, Flamengo. But guess what? Flamengo just got cleaned up. Not sure you understand how big this is.
For the first time in over 2 decades, Flamingo Beach is safe for swimming.
I mean actually clean.
In other words, Rio just got another 2.5 kilometers of prime city-side beach to drink caipirinha. Wow, look at all these people. This place seems to really have come alive.
Well, it is Saturday, but I've never seen Flamengo like this.
Could this be the new Copacabana?
It's unreal seeing this place go from a quiet football practice spot to a full-on Rio beach.
The mood here is good.
Seems years and years of massive cleanup operations finally paid off.
Holy cow! If you would have said this was Flamingo Beach 2 years back, I wouldn't have believed you. So much people. It's insane how well they cleaned this place up. Last time I was here, totally deserted. And definitely no one swimming in the water.
I don't say this very often, but Rio, good job.
The sand, nice, soft, clean. Easily same quality as Copacabana, if not even better.
Getting your apartment in Copacabana just made even more sense. Flamengo is just 10-15 minutes away. From Ipanema, it's longer.
Oi, amigas!
Oi!
Tudo bem?
Tudo bem?
Yes.
Vocês são cariocas?
Não, a gente é de São Paulo, somos paulistas.
Paulistas em Rio de Janeiro. Por que vocês estão aqui em Flamengo?
Ah, a gente vem mais curtir, conhecer também turismo, sabe? Porque a gente acostumou só no São Paulo, vamos sair um pouco pra fora.
Conhecer um pouco fora.
É.
Nossa primeira.
Essa é a primeira, mas a gente pretende ir pra Copacabana,
Tem aquela
Ipanema.
azulzinha.
Acho que é conhecer tudo.
E o que você gosta como a praia do Flamengo?
Moço, eu gostei da caipirinha.
A caipirinha é muito
A caipirinha é muito boa, muito boa.
Isso aqui é morango, né?
Morango com limão.
É profissional.
Yes.
Caipirinha time. Hora de caipirinha.
Yes, hora de caipirinha. Bora caipirinha? No Brasil, a melhor coisa que tem é caipirinha, ou pão de queijo, ou brigadeiro. Mas caipirinha ganha 1000 vezes, viu?
É o melhor.
Time to get this review started. First category, drinks, obviously.
The perhaps most important category of all. Obrigado.
First obvious observation. Here you get more for less. Yep, that would never happen in Copacabana.
Special service. I love this. Bartender is coming to your chair. Vamos ver. Incrível. Muito bom, maninho. The best of all, when the cup is not big enough. Free refill. Chorinho. Caipirinha? Não?
Not sure I have to say more than that. I am already sold. But well.
Smell of marijuana is ever present. I guess rules here are just a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, relaxed might be the key word here.
And one thing you gotta love about this place, there's not vendors in exactly every corner. You actually get some peace and quiet around here. If you really want something, you can find your hot cheese, you can find your barbecue skewer, but you also get to spend some time with your friends. And looky here. Hello.
How are you?
This is Teresa.
Bom dia.
This is your one shot. Say something to the audience.
I really love Brazil, and the best guide or best guru is right here.
Where is he? I can't see it.
I feel we might have strayed off topic here. What were we even talking about? Oh yes.
Easily 4 gringos. Você, por que você gosta de Rio?
Eu gostei bastante do mar. Ele é um pouco agressivo, né?
É um pouco.
Mas eu gostei muito do mar.
Eu gostei muito, achei muito lindo.
Sim.
Também tem a visão das montanhas, né? Aqui tem a visão da cidade, dos morros. É muito lindo, gostei pra caramba.
É fácil fazer amizade aqui nessa praia?
É muito fácil. Muito
Assim,
fácil
ó,
fazer
se
amizade.
você vir sozinho, você consegue. Então o pessoal gosta muito de fazer amizade rápido.
Sim.
Eu gostei. O que você achou?
Eu também. E hoje à noite a gente vai sair, né? Você vai sair?
Yes.
Eu acho que vai.
Aí já é Bosque Bar, realmente. Você vai também?
Vamos!
Você vai também? Vamos se encontrar no Bosque Bar, baixa aqui. Bem-vindo ao Brasil!
And talking about party, book me to perfect your dating skills to stay safe in Rio and for the perfect wingman and party. And to know what's going on in Rio de Janeiro on a daily basis, don't forget to follow my Instagram account, Swedish Gringo. Hard truth, prices in Copacabana and Ipanema have surged, and thanks to scammers, that beach visit might get very expensive, not in Flamengo.
Easy way to put it. The prices you get in Flamingo Beach are the prices you have to fight for to get on Copacabana. Here, they just give it to you, no discussion.
And more importantly, not yet any scammers.
Quanto custa a caipirinha?
Ó, caipirinha, R$20.
Eita! We got the vodka. Oh yeah. And in here we got beach big beer. Quanto é ele? Quanto custa? 10 reais. And in here the local special. It's a kind of a Sprite rip-off. Quanto custa agora? R$8. Oh yeah. The golden one. Stella Artois. How much is this? R$14. Which is basically $2. Ali, amigo. What's your name?
Matheus.
My name? Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Ricardo Matheus. And you get this swanky little thing to keep your beer cold. It's actually called a condom here. A beer condom. And another obvious upside. The chairs around here, up to 10 reais. Don't pay more than 10 reais for them. And the caipirinhas, up to 20 reais, which is like $3.5. Yeah, big upside here on Flamingo Beach, prices. How much do you pay for that umbrella there? That's a 1 and a 5. 1 and a 5. Those I would say typically go for 20 to 35 reais in Copacabana.
Other stuff pretty much hold the same price, like 12 reais for some delicious iced tea.
Good stuff.
Just one thing, there's no beach bars around. At Flamengo Beach, you make the party. We got this.
Cheers. Prices on Flamengo Beach. 4.5 gringos. Now let's go hunt for some new victims.
Which is almost too easy with the perfect wing girl.
Que é a melhor praia do Rio de Janeiro. Melhor vista, Pão de Açúcar.
There it is.
Eu moro aqui. Flamengo, melhor time do Brasil, melhor time do mundo.
Você falou que eu torço para Botafogo.
Yeah, don't ask that, they don't like their neighbors.
Oi, galera! Tudo bem? Why are you here at Flamengo Beach today?
É mais perto pra mim, vim encontrar uns amigos. É a praia mais rápida de se chegar. Eu não gosto muito da praia de Copacabana. O mar é muito agressivo. Também é uma praia mais insegura. O Flamengo é bem mais seguro, mais familiar. Eu acho que Copacabana é um pouco a praia dos gringos, não tanto dos cariocas.
Por que você gosta de Flamengo?
Eu tenho memórias muito afetivas aqui nessa praia. Eu vinha sempre na minha infância e eu gosto muito. E tem a vista do Pão de Açúcar ali.
That's a good view.
Sorry, wrong footage, that's the one. Okay, back on track again.
Perhaps the most important of all, cleanliness. This is also where I've got the most surprise. This place has gone through a full transition and is now pretty much just as clean as Copacabana or Ipanema on a good day.
reutilização do espaço, que é maravilhoso, porque o aterro do Flamengo é uma área de lazer incrível, então ter essa praia própria para banho torna os finais de semana aqui bem melhores.
Você vai nadar hoje?
Já fui.
Já fui?
Já fui.
Ah,
tô com o cabelo molhado.
Um pouco molhado.
É.
I promise. I will take a swim this time.
About water quality, it still goes a little up and down. Wait for a calm sunny day.
Yeah, this is nice. The waves also a little milder than in Copacabana. It's a little bit better place to bring your kids, I guess. Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I would not have been in that water a year ago.
Caralho! That was a good swim, guys. Cleanliness, a hard 3.5 gringos. And yes, cleaning up this bay will logically have huge effects on the real estate sector. Which leads us to this. Yes, if you are looking to buy an apartment in Rio de Janeiro, the time is now. And the clock is ticking. Last year, Rio received more tourists than ever. A massive 35% increase from the record year before. And with every carnival and New Year celebration reporting fewer and fewer incidents, direct flights from America, Canada, and Europe is increasing. Big global investors have finally set their sights on Rio, and I'm personally receiving several calls a week from gringos wanting to buy property to get that golden visa. Bottom line, buying a Rio de Janeiro apartment is still insanely cheap, but it might not be for very much longer. Contact me if you want to make that jump before the boom. And yes, I don't have any real job anymore. This is what I do for a living.
But in the end, what's the point of clean water and cheap prices if you don't have the vibe? Good news, Flamingo Beach is all about the vibe. This old dude knows what it's all about. Walking here feels genuine, no annoying foreign tourists, this is all just Brazil.
Reminding of the boardwalk in Copa with good vibes, music playing, and drinks for sale.
Especially on weekends, perhaps don't come visiting on a Tuesday.
We need to eat lunch.
Lunchtime.
Come to think about it, let's just drink lunch instead.
Cheers. God bless Charlie Sheen.
Just like Copacabana, Flamengo is divided into different postos, marked by lifeguard towers. Number 1 is most fun.
What do you think about Flamingo Beach?
I think here is much better view. Don't have many people sell things.
Is it better than Copacabana and Ipanema?
It's better Copacabana. Ipanema is most beautiful. Second place.
And I didn't know, but it actually has one of the best views of Rio de Janeiro. You have Sugarloaf Mountain, and you also have Christ Redeemer somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere up here,
Yeah,
right?
somewhere over there. Best views in town, but my favorite would still be Copacabana.
Mario, what's your impression after 4 minutes?
4 minutes. Every beach in Brazil is amazing, so it doesn't matter which one you pick.
All right, it's always 5 stars.
5 stars.
I mean, this guy is almost bringing it up to 6 stars.
That's the one. Caipirinha number 5. Bravo! Only getting better. Yeah, it is.
Just like in Copa, I urge you to walk a little to see which part of the beach you like the most.
Now, this is not a small beach. It keeps going and going. It's gotta be more than 2.5 kilometers. Only disadvantage here in Flamengo as afternoon arrives. Sunset is not that good.
Because sunsets behind those buildings opposite of the beach.
So what is it that Flamingo Beach is missing then?
I think that it's about serious people watching.
So what you're saying is that people here on Flamingo Beach aren't interesting enough to look at.
Not exactly. They're all beautiful families. How can I say that?
I don't want kids running around, and I don't really like old fat people.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Adam agreed.
I agree.
Yeah, Flamengo does have a lot of kids.
It's a pleasant vibe here. Perfect place to go bring in your friends to chill and have a good time, or just strike up a conversation with any of the neighbors around you. It is not a place to go look for hot people in the same sense as Ipanema, but you don't get the annoying tourists you will get at Copacabana. In all essence, Flamingo Beach is a family beach.
Flamingo Beach is fantastic with your family. You've got lots of kids, lots of families around. It's a nice community. It's very chill.
If you don't have a family, should you ever be here?
Probably not.
That was a joke, by the way. And remember, this place just got reopened. It will only keep getting better and better. Just needs a little more action. All in all, Flamingo Beach was a hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Flamingo Beach. I really like this place. Total score, hard 4 Gringos. Definitely a solid alternative to Copacabana or Ipanema. Come check it out.
I can't wait to see how this area blossoms the coming 5 years. Maybe Botafogo Beach is next up. And don't forget to hit me up for some safety training and ground rules before you arrive. It will make your stay smoother and definitely more fun. Also, check description for your copy of my Single Man's Guide to Rio or my Ultimate Rio Travel Guide. And for help with real estate investment and renting out your apartment, check description or reach out to me in an email. Real estate and management is my new job. Thanks for watching and be safe.